Hey, this is Mass X with a new Bleach Immortal Soul video, and we're going to do something different. We're going to do something new. I am going to sit and review World Championships teams as the standings change. So for today, let's go ahead and take a look at the rankings and see who we see. Well, we see in spot 1, Mr. Geen. Let's take a look at what he's running. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it crap? Let's take a look. First off, his team won, and he's running which Soul Hall? Looks like he's using the Yuki Soul Hall. So let's see here. He's going with some control. Nothing crazy. I really do not like the Byakuya in that team. I think that's a mistake personally. That's just my 2 cents. Everything else I like on there, I'm not so sure. About the Sushi Warsoul on the Mayori. I'm not feeling that either. But team all in all's not bad. I'd probably pull that Byakuya personally. I'd be going for more control. I do not like a first round hitter in a team that does not have at least 2 other first round hitters. Yeah, you've got one. Yeah, I'd give this team setup a B- right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next team he is running. We've got your standard bleed team with the old school method using the anniversary Aizen, particularly if I'm not feeling this one either. If he goes first, this team has a lot of problems. If he goes second, he's actually in pretty good shape. I definitely have fallen out of grace with using Aizen in this team setup. In my opinion, I think the Soy Fawn works better as a whole, and because she's not a first round hitter, because she seems to trigger off right on time with Nell as well as Stark, I don't think you need the Warsoul Vazor with her. This team, for the most part, I like it. Might consider some sort of rage engine. He's probably using Starks. Let's see. Yep. So you can get by with Starks. So I probably get that team in B+. Let's go ahead and take a look at Team 3. This one's interesting. Okay. I don't like this team at all. Yeah. There's better places to put Muramasa. I give this team a C at best. I'm going to check something out here real quick. Okay, I didn't see it. Let's go to Team 4. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not digging this team either. Let me tell you why. Right out of the gate. Warsoul Silence. Absolute waste in this team because you are running 3 attackers. You're not taking full advantage of that Warsoul, which is such an amazing Warsoul. I give this team a D+ at best. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next team. Yeah, this looks like we're getting into the mishmash territory. I'm probably gonna give that one a D. Oh, here we go. This one looks a little bit more interesting. I do like this team. I think it actually, the purpose of it, strong hitting of that back line, rage reduction, mainly might want one more character to do that, or use a Warsoul to that advantage to you. But I give this team a B. And last but not least, his Team 7. Let's take a look at this one. This one's interesting. Okay. Halloween Nemu. Ukiora. He's probably using Ukioras, yeah. I'm not sure. I get using Vastalordi Ichigo on this team, but I would probably go with another AoE hitter if you have one that's going to hit hard enough. that would be probably stronger, especially since, yeah, you got some other options out there from looking at your other teams. So, not bad, nothing spectacular. All right, we've got BIS YouTube. Let's see what is rolling with this one. All right, we've got our anniversary Ichigo. We've got our Christmas Orihime. Yeah, see, I would definitely be putting Stark in over that Ichigo personally. Outside of that, it looks fine. War Souls aren't concerning me too much, but I would definitely be putting Stark in. That's my preference. Stark is so good as the finisher in that last slot. I personally really like him in there. Probably give this team a B, a solid B. Let's see, Team 2. Let's go. We got here. But people sure love to put Halloween Nemu and Ukiura together. We've got both Rukias in this team. Interesting. And we've got Gin and we've got Byakuya. I do not like this team absolutely at all. Again, I don't like Summertime Gin having such a great attack advantage and rage reduction without some sort of extra pairing into that. Doesn't mean you have to go 100%. I think it's much better to take advantage of rage reduction, and if you want to split those characters apart, that's fine. Put one more in there. Going 2, 2, and 2 across the board is going to at least give you enough benefit. You lose too much of the benefit, in my opinion, just using one focal point of that. I give this one probably a C+ at best. Let's go ahead and take a look at this team. All right. Man, I'm telling you today, so far from what I've seen, the use of Ikkaku has been very poor. Guys, if you're going to use Ikkaku, make sure you're using at least 2 other skills team members. Yeah, I'm going to give this team a C-. I don't even want to get into it. Let's go ahead and look at Team 4. We've got Nell, Aizen, Unohana. Not digging this team either. Again, you got Shinji out there all alone. Yeah. I'm not feeling it at all. Yeah, and on top of using the pacifism on him too at the same time, don't like that. You'd be better off putting that on another character that you're running with this team. Then you'd get enough of that rage control advantage. Yeah, this team I'm probably giving another C or C-. Let's look at Team 5 with Renji and another Ukiura. Oh, and Tenza Zangetsu and Zangetsu. Let's move on. I'm not even going to rate that one. Not digging it. Next one after that, we've got Yuki up there on the front line. I'm sure that's the Soul Hall advantage being done. I do like the pairing, I have got to say, of Anniversary Aizen, those 3 on the back line. Would like to see this one in action. Yeah, I love this War Soul right here. The War Soul follow-up. I don't think I've ever really used it on Anniversary Aizen, but it's a solid War Soul, actually. This team is interesting. I'd have to see how it performs, especially if I was to fight against it. I give it an A+ for hitting some of the right marks, though. But as a whole, I'd probably give it a B. Let's go ahead and look at Team 7. And this one, I don't like this one at all. Yeah, we'll skip this. This is probably the last one, mishmash one. All right, let's do one more. Bot Zero Recharge. So these are your top 3 currently. It's early on. This will get changed quite a bit very quickly. All right, in that first slot, Let's see here. At least we've got somebody that at least put 2 skill characters together. Bravo for doing that properly. You've got Yuki, you've got the SSR Unohana, and I don't like the Byakuya in this one. I'd probably use something that has more control because of the aspects of what you're using here, especially if you can find somebody that would fit in skill based on top of it, would be a good way to go. 4 out of the 5 I like a lot, especially since the War Soul Silence is on this one, and as you can, and you only have 1 attacker, but if you can somehow move that Byakuya to somebody else, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but honestly I'm drawing a blank. Probably because I don't have all the characters in front of me, but I think if you filled that in with somebody that could still fit the same purpose, you'd really have a pretty effective team there for Worlds. Team 2, man, I don't like this team at all. You know, I prefer the twins with Jizo. I think Muramasa, Jizo, and the twins are great together. I don't like Soifon, Muramasa, and Jizo together. I also think that's overkill. And you're not getting the best of all the worlds with the 3 of them together. Since they're all 3 such strong units, I think you'd be better off separating them and concentrating them somewhere else. I'd probably give this team a D+ at best. Let's look at Team 3 of Bot Zero Recharge. And on this one, you've got 2 single hitters. If you've got that Christmas Grimjow and could somehow work that in for somebody else, probably the Burn the Witch young lady, I think that might work a little bit better, but I can't remember if Christmas Grimjow is a Zerd Dragon. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if it will work. Well, no, you should be fine either way, though. Yeah, because you're taking Kazashini's Soul Hall. Yeah, you should be fine. But again, this one's pretty good. I give it a B-. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. We've got Renji on that front line. We've got Kaiten. We've got... See, I like this team. I like this team a lot. I think it has a purpose, and it does set that purpose out pretty well. The Renji's probably not necessary. You could go with someone else, but on the other hand, he does have a skill set that I have found at times does work well with Summertime Gin, Kaiten, and Shinji together, especially in Worlds. I would probably give this team an A-. Let's go ahead and look at the next team we've got. You're always going to see. This is something that actually bugs me. Playing Ukiyo-e version 2 and not taking advantage of the Soul Hall, unless you're playing it on the back line as more of an attacker, I think is a waste, especially in Worlds with having to set up 7 different teams. I'm not digging the twins in this setup. Well, I take that back. I think the Ukiyo-e should go for somebody else that is that you could use to pound that front line that's not an AoE, because everything else here works to the advantage you're going for, because everybody else is going to pound that front line. But I think you should, if you're not using the Ukiyo-e Soul Hall with this team, pull it and switch it out with another Black Tortoise character, and I think this team would be really solid, to say the least. All right, we've got... I'm not sure what we got here. Yeah, I'm not digging this team, but there's your Christmas Grimjow that you could try out with that other team. Team 7, let's take a look here. This one looks interesting to me. We've got the SSR Unohana. We've got the Anniversary Ichigo. We've got Nell. We've got the Valentine's Day Yorichi. And we've got our anniversary Rukia. Not sure what they're going for here. Because, when you're using Nell, you're going to use her for two main things. One is you're going to use her for upping the damage of your team and bleed. So if you're not going the bleed route with the team, then I'm not sure I'm confident in Anniversary Rukia as your third damage dealer on this team. I would probably move somebody else in that slot unless your hands were tied, and that's why this is Team 7. Not a solid team, to say the least. Yeah. Maybe the Unohana is overkill with the Anniversary Ichigo 2. That's a lot to put in there. I would, in Worlds, especially having to build 7 teams, I like to take my Rage Engines and spread them as much as possible to take full advantage. So I think putting them both on the same team actually disadvantages you. If you pulled one of those two and could find a better damage dealer, because again, she would probably work better in the Anniversary Rukia in a more of a control environment, and you're not getting that here, so I think it's kind of a waste. I would move 2 of the 4 and you could have a solid team right there. Well, that's it. We just reviewed the top 3 teams right now in Worlds. Hope nobody takes offense. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. Gonna do this every couple days, have some fun. You guys always critique me, so have that back at you. Well, with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps so much. Have a great day.